30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Off the limb. It's one small step for man.
Check 1 2. Is this one working?
Testes 1 2.
Or is it this one working? Nope, is this one working? What's up, everybody? We're in the background getting ready. We're gonna hit the timer here in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and it's 21 and over, right, Belinda? She's background somewhere. Abba's here. Marty's here. Brian's here. Rotor's gonna be here. You got the whole cast and crew. So. Remember, it's BYOBB and it's 21 and over, and it's the civil requirement. I hear an echo. Turn your audio off. Turn your audio off, cast member. I can't hear. Uh-oh. See? Look for the timer. We're going to start here shortly. Who was it?
Not me.
All right, we're going to keep the timer on just about another minute and a half.
About 2 or 3 paces to make sure that you've got your feet underneath you.
All right, we're waiting for one more correction by Abba, and then we're going to hit the timer, and we're going to start this motherfucker. So waiting on Abba to finish this last thing, and we can hit this timer. So it's BYOBB, is 21 and over, and we're glad you're all slowly coming in. Do us a favor, share this out. If you haven't subbed, do us a favor and sub. If not, oh well. Hopefully you stick around and have a good time. We always have fun on this show, believe it or not. Abba, you ready? I'm ready to hit the timer, man.
Just hit it. Fuck it. I don't
All right, here goes the timer.
think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a dream feel on a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you could tell? Did they get you the train? Your heroes for gold, all eyes trees, all air from a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange? Walk on hard in the wall, for a lead role in a cage. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. Have we found the same old fear? Wish you were here.
Marty's got a.
Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Drone Hangar. I'm your host, Shelby Volin, along for the ride. My co-captain, he is there. You got earphones on?
Yeah, but I can't see me, so I'm just assuming I'm being on the screen.
This is One Man Party Marty. He's over
I
there.
don't look out there because I don't know what I look like.
Oh, we can't see you yet. So,
Beautiful.
anyways, make sure I turn this down a little bit. Welcome to another episode of Drone Hangars. What is it? July 26th, 2020. The year of fucking craziness. Oh, God. But
Yeah,
anyways,
it is.
it's 8:41 right now. And, well, here we are. Yay. This is going to go hit the pause.
Finally, where you been for the last 2 weeks?
I don't know where the hell you been, man.
I know that's right.
Well, let me go ahead and get Marty in here real quick. Marty, where are you, man?
I'm right here. I'm right here, man.
You are right there.
I'm just here.
I'll bring you in. I'll bring you in a minute. I got to get everybody else in the background right here. Oh, yeah, that's queued up, too. Why don't I just bring everybody in? Without further ado, we're just going to move right along, man. We're going to move a little quick. We're going to
Bring it on, bring it on, babe.
I said Marty's here. I'm here. So let's bring in the whole damn gang. Here we go. Here's the rest of the crew. Yay. All right. Woohoo. It's everybody. And there's Marty right there. Let me see if I can squeeze this call in a little bit better and make sure we look a little more appropriate. There we go. This, that, a little more appropriate. Yeah, Abba's got a whole new tricks. I don't see Abba. That's the key. That's the missing link. Is we don't see Abba now. Nope.
I see him.
Well, back to that again. It's crazy. Always here at the Drone Hangar. We have a good time. We call the ship a fun. I'm the captain. Marty's captain. This is the rest of the crew. We're gonna head down to destination information, and along the way, we're gonna have lots of fun, lots of giggles, and we're gonna catch up with everybody and see what's going on. Usually, the way it works, we do our intros, take a break, then we do drones in the news, take a break, and then we talk about videos and whatever else we want to talk about. Hell, we even have a phone line. It's right over there. You can call it, be on the show if you want. Sound cool? Yay. Awesome. All right, I'm going to do my roundabouts. I'm going to get Marty in here. I don't know why I can't get you, Abba, but that's really infuriating. But either way, Marty, what's been shaking, man?
Oh, man, I've been busy today and yesterday, that's for sure. Been flying plenty of drones.
What did you do today? You did like...
Today I did like 6, man.
Six jobs.
I let them pile up.
Making the money.
I let them pile up, man, and I was busy.
Obviously, Marty does like the his sound on the microphone.
So yeah, and then yesterday we had our first big meetup. It was
I'm busy.
we had like 12 or 15 that showed up of new guys we'd never met before. We just put it out there that we were going to have a little get together, and they were going to learn a little bit about mapping and different kinds of stuff while they're not flying. So Flight Mike broke a TV out there and a generator, and he did a little tutorial. And I got to fly the Skydio too, and that thing is bad, man. Wish you had brought your wing, man.
Well, I wasn't gonna be here
That
this weekend.
thing is
I was gonna head out and
crazy.
go see some family, and I couldn't end up not doing. We ended up not being able to do it for some crap. But anyways,
You ever flown a drone?
so what happened was Mike's posted a video on Facebook. Yeah. And I saw that you guys, and I was like, oh, yeah, you guys are doing that meetup. So I called him, and I'm like, hey, you guys can be out there for a while. And he said, yeah, for a little bit longer. So I drove out there and I saw you guys. Yeah, you guys had a decent crowd, man.
Yeah,
it was,
we didn't know any. One of the guys that was putting it on from Fayetteville. And Flight Mike and
I forgot his name. I talked to him a little bit afterwards. And,
Rossi. And
what is it?
Rossi, R-O-S-S-I.
Oh, Rossi? Oh, we know
M-I-S-S-I,
Rossi like that here in our world wing.
R-O-S-S-I.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, he came in. It's like an hour away, and he brought his Skydio too. And I was like, I want to fly it. He brought another one I was going to fly, the Altel Evo 2, but he crashed it and it was busted, and the camera was busted.
Oh man,
and it's a non-geofence bird, and that's what I'd really like to have.
Yep, non-geofence, where you're not governed by DJI stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's got like a 48 megapixel camera on it. I just really want to run it through its paces. And
didn't we talk about that frame, that Altel one on the show?
Yeah,
I think it was a few episodes back.
Yeah, but he had like 0001 from Altel, like the first one that was, and he was doing a review and all.
Okay, so he was like an Ed Ricker kind of getting that kind of deal.
Reviews and stuff, and I was like, bring it on, I want to fly it.
Well, he was out there doing the whole show.
He hit wire. He's a good pilot. He just hits wires, and he don't see it. Where you slide along the wire?
Yes, where I slide along the wires
with the wing.
Yes,
he smacked it. But he did have the Skydio too. Man, you can't crash it. It's crazy.
Is that the one we also talked about where the guy was jogging down those that path, that long path, and the trees were all in the way, and it eventually. It didn't crash in the tree. It just got the object avoidance stuff just stuck it in the tree.
So there was like 12 of us sitting in chairs underneath a tree, a row of trees with tents, and I literally flew it over the tent, between the canopy, the tent, and over the tables, through the trees. It was crazy. It recognizes this environment through artificial intelligence, and the longer it's in that area, the better it understands where it's at.
So it's retaining all that. It's taking all that data and then
it's got a lot
storing
of cameras. And
it's got a lot of cache. That's what it's got. It's got a cache memory then.
It's got 6.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cache memory going on.
Yeah,
so it's recalled. That's based on GPS coordinates, I'm assuming. That's what I would bet.
And you remember how you used
Shelby
to fly
here probably
between
thinks.
the trees? Remember you used to take and fly in between the trees, the row of trees down there by the street?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we were doing that, flying in rows of trees.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference. All right, I'm bringing it to the table. You could do that with object avoidance. I did it with nothing.
Right.
Literally no
Thank
flight
you.
controller, no
Thank you.
nothing. And yeah, I hauled ass, and I did it inverted too.
Right.
So yeah, that's right. Who put the lion on there? That was fucking awesome.
Right, but I was like, where's your wing? I want to chase you.
Oh yeah, when I got
That
there,
thing is pretty crazy.
I don't have
I've
anything.
had active track on DJI, and there's always that one time where it
Fails.
many times it disconnects when you get too far away.
Yeah.
This thing's got constantly little pluses and things just all over the screen. It's just recognizing everything, man.
Wow,
It locks.
smooth.
It goes like 42 to 45 miles an hour.
That's pretty impressive. That's not too bad.
yeah.
I could follow with like a slow spec.
I wanted you to like have the small wing and fly in between the
I have
trees
nothing.
and stuff.
I have nothing. All my shit is
And
as
I-
usual
and I
crap.
chased you for the first time.
Broken, lost, flown away.
Yeah.
My wings are. I have nothing. I have plenty on the bench to be built, but I have nothing built. So I'm not flying until I get one of these wings done.
But that was fun. Yeah, I picked up a couple more jobs. I
Yeah,
had
you did
6
six
today.
jobs today, man.
Yeah.
That's money right
Oh,
there.
and I did this.
Oh, yes.
These painters
Yeah.
from Florida or Atlanta. They're in Atlanta. They were in Florida. They showed up here in near Wendell. They're painting 4 radio towers. You know, radio used to be a big thing back in the day. Well, this company sold to a Catholic church. It's 4 of these tall towers. They were needing repainting, red and white. These dudes put 5-gallon buckets and mitts on, and climbing gear, and this little bitty tower, width-wise, but 600 feet high.
Right.
These dudes are up there just mopping it with this mitt of red and
okay.
white. And so I got hired last year to look for the just document any damage. And then they called me up and said, "Hey man, we got painters coming. Can you film while they're painting?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cool." So I got out there and I was like right on them, man. And they're sitting there talking to the drone while they're sitting there mopping and painting the tower. I was like, and the gear that they had on, like 2 5-gallon buckets of paint and
What
junk
is
in there.
happening?
That was
What
crazy.
happened?
That was crazy. And it was pretty. The weather, the sky was.
Hold on. Time
Hello,
out.
what's happening?
Wait a minute. Hold on. You got to cue the song up. There's something's amuck. What's wrong? What's wrong?
In my ears, just so started all over.
I thought there was a big emergency on Belinda's part. That's why I had to stop you. She said, "Hold on."
Hold on.
So I said, "Hold on."
Where are the
That's what I
sound
played.
effects?
I guess
Brian,
there's
where are the
nothing.
sound
I had it. I already played it. You were talking. So cool. You watched a whole bunch of dudes paint some poles,
Yeah.
made some money, and there you go. Let's move around the table then. Rotor Ranch, you're up next, man. What have you been up to lately, my man? Because this is the intro part of the show. I haven't seen you or spoke to you in a while, man. How are things?
I've been just flying, trying to lay low and not break too much shit. I've been rebuilding a lot of my wings, trying to resurrect the dead.
I think every
You know how that goes.
every fucking wing pilot has been resurrecting the dead. That's done at one time or
We-
another, for sure.
We've had some fun though. We've gotten out there a few times, and I make sure I get my air therapy. One thing's for sure, especially when things are like this and everybody's a little stressed out. I make sure I get my air therapy. But check it out. Check out what I did to one of my. Let me get this down here.
Let's see what he's got, folks. He's pulling down his thing. I
Should
like
be-
his backdrop.
So do you remember when I built the Tough Wing? You remember that Drew
Yep.
Walker sent me the Tough Wing? So
Correct.
The Tough Wing turned out to be not so Tough Wing.
Uh-oh.
I ripped it in half. I hit a tree and ripped it in half.
Well, it didn't
But-
say how much when it says tough, what tough meant. We just assumed
guess so.
tough meant
Yeah.
tough. Like tough.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't mean
No.
forever. Even a spec wing can't last forever. Even Alex's version of the original spec wing can't last forever. Although it can survive quite a bit. Those things break too. So you finally destroyed it.
Yeah, the 500-year-old oak tree beat the thing. But anyway,
Go figure, right?
look what I did to it. Look at I cut the middle out of it.
Oh, that's the one you posted a picture of earlier in the week, I think, wasn't it? Or last week?
27 inches. It turned out to be 27 inches. I put on some wooden elevons, and it's badass, dude. This thing rips.
Does it really?
You guys, yeah. And so anybody who's got busted up spec wings,
Yeah.
just cut the middle out. Get creative. They fly awesome. It flies just like a spec wing. It flies better than a spec wing actually because it's got a little more nose heavy, so it's really good in parking lots because You got that. You know how it is when you got that. You want that nose dominant.
Yep, we want.
Plane.
Yep, definitely want nose dominance. I totally understand what you're saying. I think that's really cool. I don't have anything that I can save because everything that I end up crashing, the nose goes to absolute shit. Like it just gets.
That's what this was, dude. This was
demolished.
gone. The nose was completely gone.
Really?
I literally came in off the wingtips like 12 inches on each side and just cut it right there, and that was it. I glued it together.
What? So you cut the center fuse out and then just slapped them together?
Yeah. I just slapped, and then I made my own battery bay. Look.
I love it. That's fucking awesome. You smushed them together, so you cut out the smush part, smush the wings together, and then recut a new battery bay out. And
Yeah, I destroyed the camera this weekend. You know, that happens.
I'm going to give it a try. I've got if that's the case, I have got a plethora of wings that I could do that shit too.
I'm running a 5x5 on the back with a 2450 motor and a 50 amp ESC. Dude, this thing 4S.
And just rips?
It's a blast, dude. An absolute fucking rocket ship.
All right, I'm gonna have to try that, man. That sounds like a pretty cool shit right there to me. To be honest, nah, it's just because I'm a wing guy. What else has been shaking though, man? Seriously, I haven't talked to you in a while.
Working. I mean, I've been working and trying to do patriot things, trying to show, trying to lead by example in this world. But
that's all we can do, man.
Yeah, that's about it. Just what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to survive, keep your head down, and I'm sure.
No heads in the sand. Heads need to be up. Heads need to be up. No heads in the sand.
While everybody else is taking a knee and sticking a diaper on their face, I'm trying to make a stand. So, anyway.
I'm with you, man. I'm totally with you.
It's going to make me the most hated man in FPV, but, in a lot of ways, I don't give a shit no more.
It really, don't even worry about it. We're not, remember, fun times, but I agree with you, man. A lot of, the FPV community is very much a microcosm and a good representation of the rest of a good portion of the planet. And it gets really interesting to see how much division starts happening just because you have a different point of view. God forbid you have, freedom to do such, but we're going to make sure that we say we can. Fucking goddamn it. We are going to think the way we want to think, and you're not going to tell us to think any other way. Period. Nor should I be telling you. It goes both fucking ways. Just reminding you, in case you guys forget that, because a lot of these people, these morons, they just seem to think it's one way, and it drives me nuts.
That whole concept just went out the window, like in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, like in the 4 months. It's like, what? Wait.
Whoever screams the loudest is the one who fucking gets what they want.
Yeah, and that's not how it works. You do everything on science, and you go with the science, period. You either believe in it, you either believe in the science or you don't believe in the science. You can't have it both ways. You can't just bend it to the way you want. No, the facts are the facts, and the studies that are true are out, and you got to go on that. Period. End of story. You can't have it both ways. It's just not how it works, folks. So fucking wake up, pay attention to science, and then we can start moving forward instead of just doing what we're doing. It's just take that diaper off your face, Marty. But anyways, then we're not here to sit here and have some. Again, freedom. You're allowed to think what you want to think. Period. You just can't enforce your view on anybody else and make them believe you. And if they don't believe with you, you ostracize them, you cut them out, and you do everything else under the sun. Which that is stupid, and you're an idiot. Those are the idiots. You're allowed to have freedom of speech, freedom of expression. That's just the way it works. So, wake up. Just wake the fuck up.
The other side of things. Look what I'm building.
Yeah, so you show me that 20 that you had going, and what is that LED shit you got going on right there?
So look at this stuff. It's called L-wire. It's a neon fluorescent wire.
Can you hold it real still real quick so we can get a look at it? Love it. It just looks like literally, it's just rope, like a glow bracelet things that we used to get back in the day. You remember those?
It gives a pretty cool glow.
Yeah. What is it? Oh, it's red in there? Oh, that's pretty sweet, dude. I like that. That is pretty nice. You froze up a little bit, but that's...
Oh, yeah. And go all that round. But
I like that.
I didn't have the LEDs.
Ooh, man, look at that. That's pretty. In the back, I can see that definitely glowing. Where did you get those, man?
That was Amazon. They were cheap, man. You get them all different lengths. Dude, they come like this. I got one plugged in right here.
And how much power does it need? What's the voltage?
7 volts.
7 volts. So you just get a little
7 volts.
Pulu on there and
A little
step down.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. What do you think? Does it glow really well in the dark? Belinda's doing something with her camera. We don't know what. It's usually when we sit here and play this song for everybody. Should we play it for her? We'll play it
It's
for
got
her.
like this little
She's
controller.
trying to do something.
I pulled it out and modified it. So.
Oh, no shit. Hold on. Let me back up. Let me take a look at that. So it came with...
Came with a controller
Yeah.
that ran off 2 AA's.
Oh, okay.
And I pulled it out and I put it in the wing so you could have the button in there to blink. It'll do, a little stupid shit.
So when do you think you're going to be completed with that twin? Okay.
Who knows?
Who knows exactly? I think I knew the answer to that question when I said it or asked it.
There's no race.
Who knows?
There's no race for that one. I don't have... Right now, I've been working by the hour, dude. So, my whole life kind of changed with this whole thing. So my small business, my installation business that I run that I was running for many years, kind of just dissolved. It just kind of went away. The market wasn't there, and I had to go get an hourly job because there's I can't live on assistance. So I've been working this whole time, and everybody who knows me knows that I work 50 or 60 hours a week, and I've had the pleasure of getting a job where I'm working in hospitals. So while everybody else is sitting at home going getting a couch getting a check on the couch, I'm rolling around in a hospital while everybody's screaming pandemic. So
yeah, I'm working too, man. I'm working every day. I'm going inside of everybody's house every fucking day, all day long. That's what I do, and still here.
Yeah.
Still here. Still here since day one. It's still here, whatever fucking day it is. And I'm almost willing to bet I'm going to be here when it's fucking over with, too. Just saying. God damn, wake up. But anyways, moving right along.
See your lady at Home Depot says hello to everybody. She's still there, too. So
Say that again?
Said the little old lady who works at Home Depot. I said she said to tell me to say hello to everybody because she's still there.
She's still there. The little old lady at Home Depot is still there.
Yeah. She should be dead by everybody else's account. She should be the first line of people dead.
Yeah. Oh. So, yeah. Can't get away from it. It's here and it's here.
It's here, baby. It's here. You can try to hide, but what do they say? You can run, but you can't hide.
Oh, no. You can't. Yep. Well,
when they have polarized and politicized everything in our lives, there is no going to get you and not getting away from it. You're going to make a fucking decision this year.
Yeah, yep, that's true. Without a doubt, I already made my decision. I already said it out to everybody too. So it's clear as a bell.
Now, I want to go down every road. I want to go down every fucking highway. I want to see American flags.
Yeah.
That's what this country needs. It needs the American flag out.
Yeah,
not
these flags out.
Black and flags, not red and blue flag. Red, white, and blue flag.
Red, white, and blue flags. I totally agree with you, brother. Totally agree. All right, well, let me move along then. Next in line will be Belinda. Belinda, what's up? How are we doing, Mrs. Bandito FPV? Are you ready, or are you still working on something? I don't know if she can hear me, so we're going to move along. We're going to go to Brian. Brian, you there? And Brian said
Damn, audio.
I know. Exactly. Brian's not ready. Belinda's not ready. And Abba, I can't get you full screen. I want to get you in so bad. I don't know how to get you in, so what we're trying to do right now is trying to get one of these guys in here.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you clear as bell, but the problem is you got to share your video or make yourself bigger or something because I can't see you. I literally
can't see that.
I can't see you, man.
Okay, hold on. You see me now?
No, I see you. Meaning I just can't see. I can't see. You're like a little circle on my screen. Everybody else is a rectangle, and only you are the one that's a circle. When I needed you to be full screen.
You added me last.
I didn't add you last. They had Marty last. That's who I had it last. All right, moving back along. Literally backwards along. We're going to go to Belinda. Belinda's here. She froze. Are you there, Belinda? Belinda, you there? Hello? I went too soon. I thought we could do this. Brian, are you there?
Ready.
Ready. Ready.
boy.
All right, let's try it again. Linda, are you there?
Daddy.
Yep. All right, we'll give her an applause then.
Oh, I see my little soap.
Don't hear your audio that well. Pull your mic closer.
You hear me?
Yeah, but you're like
Yes.
fading in the background.
Hello?
You're
What
fading.
is the problem?
You might have to ask Mr. Bandito to fix the audio settings on there. So you change your
Can you
mic.
not hear me?
It's coming off your
Yeah,
computer.
okay, okay.
It's coming off your computer. So what we'll do is we'll come back to Linda. We'll let Linda come back here in just a minute. We'll see how we can get it done. Brian, for the 5th time, are you ready? Can't hear Brian. So, Brian, we're going to call you back here in just a second. Now I got Abba. Abba, you're in. Abba, say,
Okay.
yeah.
Put me in the game, coach.
Oh, shit. That was a little bit of laughter on that one. All right. Belinda's going to get her audio checked by her hubby, and that way that's all squared away. And then while she's doing that, we'll say hi to Abadessa here. How you been, brother?
I've been swell, my man.
Yeah? What have you been up to?
Good. I've been, I actually been flying.
There's Abba.
Have you?
Chasing jets, man.
Chasing jets?
Yeah, I've been, I got a new membership at a place around here that's obviously AMA and it's a club thing, but I started flying there because I wanted to fly all my fast stuff, and where I moved 3.5 months ago, there's no way to fly. There's nowhere to fly fast stuff around here because the city's just congested as hell. You know what I mean? So
Time out.
I got a membership. I'm an AMA member.
Time out. Another one of these. Brian's trying to get back in the call, and seriously, it's turning into a shit show. It's a shit show, kids. I want to let you know, we zig and zag. See, there's another comment by Brian. Brian's trying to get back into the call because earlier his audio wasn't working. So I had to boot him from the call. So then we get Abadessa, who had audio because Belinda didn't have audio either. Belinda, you have audio now? No? Nope. So that's why we have Abba. See how that works? Sorry, kids. If you're looking for professionalism, you came to the wrong fucking show. But we do talk about drones, and we have a great time. And it's 21 and over. That's all you got to do. Period. Simple. Oh, yeah. All right. Moving right along. And some laughter. Splash a little laughter on that. Yeah. There we go. Abba, back to you.
Yes.
Brian, we'll get you in after commercial. Go ahead. You were saying you had to pay.
so
Blah, blah, blah.
I've been flying some fast stuff, and there's a couple dudes that are on the board on the place that I've been flying at that have these big ass jets, like big damn jets.
RC?
Yeah, they're RC. They're turbines, and they're like $15,000.
Yeah, those things are expensive.
Haul ass.
Yeah, they go fast, and they're so. I've seen them when I was a kid back in Germany, but they were. I didn't know how expensive they were back then. I found out as I grew older, and I'm like, wow, those things. They put that much money into that. That's crazy. They crash. You've ever seen them crash? They go down.
Sure.
You're like, oh man, that's gotta hurt.
They crash.
What's that, Ava?
Yeah,
or,
so-
what, Rotor? What'd you say?
They're epic when they crash, and they completely re-kit themselves.
So,
If you didn't catch that one, he said they rekit themselves, which is very funny. That was very smart. I like that. That was very funny.
So the airframe is like $4,500 for just the airframe.
That's crazy.
And then, what's that?
That's crazy. I'm just thinking it's just crazy amount of money.
So and the turbines are like $4,000 to $4,500 as well.
Damn. You can
And
get
then
Get a car
what's
for
that, Marty?
you can get your R-22 helicopter pilot's license for $15,000.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, but not only that. So they're flight controllers. They're like it's like a flight controller, or like a gyro PDB kind of thing, and they only run off of 2S.
Say that again?
They run off of 2S because they're
Oh, they're
obviously
just
they're
igniting
turbines.
it. That's
So-
all they're doing is igniting it. Get it going. And then enough
So,
for the servos to move.
But the flight controllers are $500.
Wow. That's a lot of money, man.
Yes, you think Trappy makes a lot of money off of GPU-S units? These things are $100, and they're just regular BN880s. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
but
they're like
how many
this big.
people?
Who are
How
the-
many people are really buying
who are the
$20,000
ones-
fucking RC?
Who is selling that
There's
stuff?
like
I
three
mean,
people talking.
who's selling that stuff? To like, is it on Horizon Hobbies?
Yeah, good question, but where is it? Where is it sold?
Where
So
do-
if you Google search Havoc RC planes,
Uh-huh.
you can check out the stuff there. And obviously they don't sell everything, but they sell the airframe, and then they sell like a turbine that can go with it, kind of thing. Or you can just buy turbines by yourself, kind of thing.
That's insane, and it's a lot of hours go into building those things, man. We're talking hundreds of hours go into building that alone.
They're composite, so there's that. So they're straight up. I mean, they're rigid airframes, and they haul mucho ass, and they're stabilized as hell, and they're loud as hell. They fly for, I think they fly for like 12 or 14 minutes.
That's a short flight time, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
That's a short flight time. Has anybody done FPV on one of these things? I'm curious.
I haven't seen anybody, but like,
that's a lot of risk.
I met one of the dudes on the board 3 weeks ago, and I went to him and I was like, I fly FPV. I know this is an AMA field. Some of the AMA fields, they have a sound ordinance and they have a speed ordinance.
Right.
Like a lot of the AMA fields, you can't go over 100 miles an hour. Bunch of fogs, blah blah. So I was talking to this dude. He's like, well, a lot of people here we fly jets, so I don't think the sound is going to be that much of a problem. Blah blah. So I was talking to him. He was cool as shit. So 2 days later, I got a membership. It was $35 to be a club member. Super cool dudes. So I went and I had him spot me since I was flying FPV.
Yeah.
And
that evil FPV.
Evil FPV guys. And I started flying.
FOGs were like kryptonite. Go ahead.
So he kind of changes his tune a little bit, not a lot. I mean, he's just, he's a good old boy, so he was giving me shit and blah, blah, but he saw that I could actually fly a little bit, so he was a little less nervous, which was cool. So I flew a couple times, everything was good, and then I went another time, and then today I went, and there was another guy that was on the board that flies FPV, or not FPV, flies the jets, the same ones, and he's like, hey man, you got that fast one? You got that fast plane that you had the other day, which was my Demon. You can't hear me?
No, it's just Brian came in again. It did one of these moments. And now we're back to can't see Abba. Yet Abba's telling the story.
I see him.
I only see a circle. So this is what I'm going to do.
I see
Brian,
him.
we're going to get you right after the commercial.
During commercial. I see all five of them.
Remove him. That way we got him back. And there we go. Had to make an executive decision. Thus saith shall be. Amen. I see a little laughter right there, Rotor.
Me, and he's like, do you have that fast wing, that turquoise wing that you had? I was like, yeah. He goes, do you want to fly with me? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to fly with you. So basically, he started up his jet, and I made sure it was set up, and we went out and flew. And
you chased him?
I chased him.
You FPV wing. You took an FPV wing up and you chased an RC.
Yeah, I saw the video.
Oh, I haven't seen this yet, man.
Yeah. Dude, I felt so honored. First and foremost,
did you send me the link? Why the hell have I haven't seen this thing, son?
You have it. You haven't seen it, but I have the link. It's on the Right Wing Nation. I can send you the link. It's on YouTube as well.
Well, you got to send me that. That's a requirement of the show. Is that you send me links. I say it to Marty, and we yell and laugh at him because he always waits till the last minute, but he always does send the links. Send the fucking links.
Right on.
Bring it. But I want to see them. This sounds really cool. We could be talking about this.
I was really, really stoked to be able to, and it was awesome. And I had the best time of my life today. It was great.
Hell yeah, man. That sounds like cool shit right there. So absolutely, later on in the show, after we do Drones in the News, we will absolutely.
We gotta see it.
We'll pull up Abba's video.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna pull that up.
It actually takes a while for him to catch up to it.
That's gonna be cool. I want to see that. Never seen it before.
I actually, when I did the loop, I did the loop.
Oh, don't spoil it. Shut the fuck up. Don't spoil it. Shut up.
Sorry.
Shh. Silence. Don't spoil it. You know how I like to have a little organic stuff here going on. So now that I know I truly haven't seen it.
Can I say one thing?
No.
Can I say one thing?
No. You asked.
It's not about the flying.
Nope.
It's not about the flying.
Definitely not then. So Belinda, you ready?
So you went from being the newbie to the chase plane.
Now go ahead, Abba. Go ahead. No, wait. No, seriously. Belinda, you there?
I'm gonna fix it. Reboot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart my shit.
She's gonna have a. You're restarting your shit, Abba?
Restart my shit. My stuff's not working.
What's that? Say it again.
I'm gonna restart my stuff.
He's gonna restart stuff. What? Rudder, what do you think? We take a commercial break? It sounds like dropping like flies. Everybody's shit's going to crap.
Hey, that's far for the court, baby.
That's the way it is here at the Drone Hangar. We do. We talk about drones, but we have a lot of fun. We like to joke and have a good time. So do yourself a favor. Be 21 to be in here, to be in Chatty Cathy Land. When we come back, we're going to check in with everybody over there, and then we're going to go drone some news.
In a ball of flames.
You're going to stick with us, motherfuckers. We're going to call you out. You're going down with us, just like the Zeppelin. Now, anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break because it's that time. Go get a refill. BYOBB. The more you have of that makes this show that much fucking better, we always say. We'll see you in 5.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a dream feel on a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you could tell? Did they get you to trade? Yeah.
There we go. Now I got it. Now it's working. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Drone Hangar. Welcome. We're trying. We're still getting it. We say it every damn episode. This is the second year, and we're still having issues. But that's just the way it is here. Anyway, probably never going to change. Wait, it's just the way we like it. But anyways, welcome, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And there we go. We got the rest of the game. Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Get Brian over there, tossing a few back. We got Belinda there. The microphone's kind of there. And we got Rotor. And we, of course, we got One Man Party Marty, who's up next. This is the segment of the show where we... Yeah.
Marty. We're going to do it, man. Let's do it.
We're going to do it, man. We're going to do it. This segment of the show where
you
Marty...
see me?
Marty, we're going to do drones.
You hear me?
We can hear you. Is this the right one for you?
I'm live, all the way live.
Yeah, this is it. Live.
Oh, yeah.
From the Drone Hangar.
Oh, yeah.
It's One Man Party Marty with our version of Drones.
My favorite.
Go ahead, Marty. What's up first? Let me see if I can pull up the.
Oh man, you want the boring stuff first, or you want the
you are this is the
you want the
exciting and well, you can't do that.
my boy.
I've got instituted the rule. It's the rule. Which one would you like to go with first?
Let's do something cool.
All right,
how about that?
Go,
y'all love wings, right?
Yeah, of course.
What? Y'all love wings.
Yeah. Chicken wings or flying wings? I love both.
I like. Yeah, I'd like to have some wings right now, man.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. So the Navy's got a real wing.
All right. Well, where is this? Which link is this?
I sent it to you.
Okay. Yep. I got it right here. Copy that.
All right. So
Boeing
has built over the last
video first.
2 years plus, because there's been YouTube videos for the last 2 years.
Okay.
A drone, a refueling drone that takes off and lands from Navy ships.
All right. Hold on.
They got the real dilly, man. They got the real dilly wing.
All right. Well, this is more than just a real deal. I mean, this is government. Oh man. I'm trying. I wasn't quite ready.
Force exerciser.
Let me go ahead and switch it over here. Now I got it. There it is. So let me back it up a little bit and kill my audio a little bit here. All right, Marty, you got the stage now. We're looking at the Navy's future Aero refueling tanker drone. I've heard something about this. MQ-25 Stingray is almost ready to deploy. So this is Weapons of the World is the YouTube channel. You can go and check that out and watch this video. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean that's military grade shit right there.
Yeah, man.
That's on a whole new level. That's a whole new level, man. That's pretty cool. So completely autonomous refueling tanker.
Think all the future Navy pilots are going to be RC guys.
Yeah, look at that. There's the deploy where it latches onto the fuel on the nose.
That's what Elon, what's his name, said.
Musketeer.
Elon Musk.
He told the Air Force. He told the Air Force that the Air Force jets were going to be obsolete.
I saw that. Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, you guys are obsolete.
Oh man.
Never they won't. They won't. They'll be in
put those drones together with Starlink with 2,000 satellites that surround the Earth.
Yeah.
And you got global capabilities.
I got
You're absolutely right.
I got 18 satellites on my DJI. How many satellites do you have on yours?
Well, soon we're gonna have hundreds. Seriously.
1,200.
Seriously, we're gonna have hundreds. Be able to lock in.
You're
very right though.
1,600 of them.
The Chinese, the Iranians, and the Russians are all trying to build a similar system to Starlink. It is the next great space war is going to be a satellite war. So it's literally happening right now. We don't even realize it.
But check this wing out, man. This is crazy. This is all completely autonomous drone refueling tanker for jets. Abba is back. We can hear him. He is back. I don't know if I can see him, and I can see him. Yeah, do your zoom. You can do your zoom. You can check your zoom. Subscribe.
Okay, give me a second.
So as we're still watching it, so
I'm just setting
up. See if I can pause it right there. There you go. So you can see what are these F-18s that they are refueling?
It's a Hornet, baby.
Is it a Hornet? Looks like a Hornet to me.
It's a killer Hornet.
It's the design of that thing is pretty cool. I have to give it up. I mean, it is very.
Yeah, I think Chris Click had something to do with it.
Oh yes.
It's got a little Chris Click
little vibe
flavor in it.
It's got a V-tail.
Need y'all do all those cutouts. You know,
it's really cool. you know, but
being dragged behind
it's
the
more and
airframe.
more of the future. It's definitely what it is.
Ladies
It's very interesting to see how
refueling
far drones are
took its
going,
first flight
have come.
September
I mean,
19th.
the military's had
A
drones. I mean, it's,
historic
for Christ's sake,
step
this
forward in the great
I'm almost the
American
part where we've
aircraft.
got where we're at
Even
right now
service
with
as
part of their
powerful
shit,
strike arm.
in a way,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's kind of been it's kind of been a yin yang approach.
Yang, yang.
Yeah, so interesting,
Yin-yang.
cool.
Okay,
So
so
the Navy's got now. What's
so
next,
now I'm
Marty?
gonna do something that's probably.
This is where the green screen ABBA comes in with the.
I'm
next.
gonna mix it up. Now I'm going to do boring. This one's gonna be boring.
Oh Christ! This one's gonna be boring.
What?
All right, hold
The other
on.
one was it?
So we were talking about the Chinese, right? So it's
Okay.
been a Chinese scare with the drones and whatnot. There's no video for you to look at.
Okay.
Just some info,
I got breaking.
we got breaking.
breaking information.
Even green screen is. I like that when you do it like that, ABBA. It's hilarious. It's literally hilarious. All right, go ahead. What are you talking about? Give us some more.
So,
he's all small in the corner over there.
so,
I got
Come
this.
on, man.
so you know.
Now watching some other dipshit.
So you remember
video.
the
I don't know why I'm
DO? You
watching
remember
that.
Department of Insurance jerked all the DJI stuff off and took them off the shelves or whatever and threw them in the trash. They got rid of it. They said they bought lots of DJI drones and said because they're Chinese made. So
Okay, this was a few months ago.
yeah, so everybody's like, well, we need American stuff, right? Well, what's out there that's got like 25 drones in one company and worth $18 billion in the U.S.? Nobody. So it looks like the DOD, Department of Defense, is ponying up some money to a bunch of different companies right now that are in the drone industry. AirMap's getting $3 million. Obsidian's getting $1 million.
So the money's coming
Scotio's
towards
getting
U.S.
$4 million.
companies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, here you go, here's some money from the government.
Yeah, I mean it's a double-edged sword, but
Interesting which department it's coming from.
Department of Defense, DOD.
$13.4 million.
I mean that's where the
Yeah.
money's getting distributed from is Department of Defense.
You know who'll jump on that? The Department of Transportation is going to jump on that next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which will probably lead into some of the other topic we want to talk about tonight, which is the main thing.
Well, I mean, if you look at the history of American drone companies.
See, Marty says it like everyone writes it as a joke.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
American. He doesn't say American.
America, baby.
America,
baby.
Hey,
But he says
America.
it because this is where he's from. This is how they say
I mean,
it. American.
if you really look, like parents talking about getting out of consumer drones,
Parrot
they're French, so that's got nothing to do with America. So who else we got
Doesn't
in
change.
America?
It's still the
Who
same.
else we got in America? Who else we got? We got
I don't know, man.
Chris Click, all right? We got
Someone's got a boner
who
for
we
Chris
got?
Click.
Anyway, the closest thing we got to a drone company is Skydio right now, and
So yeah,
so they got like 100 mil.
Skydio, come on now. They can't even fucking make a drone and send it away.
But it's
so
it's
ABBA is
great.
in the side of the court saying, "Fuck them, screw that,
That's
they're
right.
fucking ridiculous."
That's right.
Hey,
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, 3DR had the first 100
Yeah, we
mil
don't- yeah,
ever
we-
given to them.
Right, and that's
And
old
they
estimates.
They blew it. They couldn't beat
So
DJI.
go back to the root is what
So-
other U.S. companies are really.
None.
So these are all going to be up and coming. So all this money that's getting funded are
Right.
going to these up and coming startups. Then I would imagine.
Right. And what about RFID? You know, when they go in there and they have to certify
that's
these aircraft.
Which should lead you in, again, second opportunity, a balloon of opportunities flying by, to lead you into your next topic of conversation that you have on that list of news. So I'm just saying, talking about all that. What's your next topic?
So
Hint, hint, nudge,
I'm
nudge,
gonna say probably the best for last, I guess.
Oh, okay, so we're not going to use
Well,
that balloon of opportunity.
Zoe, you know your girl Zoe, right?
Yeah, Zoe.
So Zoe is announced that she's running for a seat on the DAC, Drone Advisory.
Yeah, so explain that to anybody that's going to watch this later or anybody that's watching it now, whatever. What is DAC?
There's a bunch of people that don't know much about drones. I mean, they're not RC people. They're just industry people that build real airplanes.
Just
And
what the fuck does DAC stand for?
Drone Advisory Committee.
Thank you. So I just wanted you to say that. That's all I wanted you to do. This wasn't had to be a long drawn out process.
So
goddammit.
they came out,
Just tell what it is.
There was some dissension about, hey, why don't we have a representative for the FPV community on there? Why don't we have a representative? for drones, for the hobbyists.
Yep.
We're not represented at all.
No, I agree.
And so I think they said, well, okay, we'll look and see about bringing somebody else. There's a couple of people that I've seen. Vic Morris is one.
Okay.
Vic Moss is one.
Okay.
You got to follow him, know who he is. And Zoe, we know her. Zoe,
Yep, we know Zoe.
Zoe threw her name in the hat. And
I think that's highly commendable. That is you want action, you want things to change.
Mm-hmm.
That is whether you believe in everything one way or another with the individual, that is action. That is the kind of action that needs to be had. You need to do.
I'd like to see Tyler Brennan go after that shit from Race Day.
From Race Day what?
Race Day
Tyler, because he was like one of the first ones to go after the FAA. He actually got an attorney and tried to go after them, and he's about the hobby, man. He should. If he knows about this, I'd hope he'd fucking go after
and Zoe is too. And Zoe, from what I know from talking, Zoe, I like the idea that she's doing this. She's putting her actions, in representation and lock in step with her voice. What she said, she's now doing. So she's literally doing what she said she's going to do, and she's an advocate for it. She's been trying. She's been dealing with all this image and all this stuff. It's because she loves drones or FPV that much. She's willing to go ahead and get up in there and get in the business and try to be a voice for all of us that are, RC enthusiasts and treat it as a hobby and don't want to see it get squashed and go, yada, yada, yada. So I think that's very, very cool of Zoe. So that's what you need to do. Get out there. Be active. Cool. Go ahead, Marty. You still got the stage.
All right. So I sent you a couple of videos.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's actually kind of funny if you want to play a little bit of it.
Go ahead.
But,
you're leading this show, man.
Jason Barwell came out with a video, I guess a few days ago or a day ago, about 17 different ways of how to get a drone out of a tree.
Oh, I didn't see this at all.
I saw that.
So it was pretty good because guess what? Your way is one of the better ways.
Which way? My ways?
Yeah, with the
Imagine
ride and reel.
Well, we're not going to watch a 30-minute fucking video.
Over your property.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, all right. So what we're talking right here, and
Sounds
this
like
again,
Bardwell.
and again, I didn't reach out to Bardwell and ask if I can use this video or show it this video. So apologize for anything like that. All credit. This is his channel. You obviously know Joshua Bardwell. If you are watching this show, you should know who he is. But anyways, he did this video. This is talking about the guy we talked about a few months ago, right? The guy who got busted.
Yeah.
And we talked about him on the show, and now he's banned from owning drones forever. Basically, they went to court, and he basically got the screws handed to him. And this whole video right here, Bardwell is talking to
Ryan Latour.
So what's the guy's name?
Ryan, I don't know how to say his last name.
You don't say his last name?
He's a writer, and he does a lot of, he's not a lawyer, but he does a lot of legal expertise on the drone Facebook groups for legal information and stuff. So he is actually was the expert witness that was supposed to go down there for the original trial and couldn't make it, and the judge wouldn't let him Skype in. So he didn't really have an expert during the original trial that he got the original verdicts. And so he's taking it to the next step, and he's trying to get it federal. And he basically asked for money to help pay. He needed, I think it was $12,000, and he was kind of like sitting there at $6,000. And then Jason comes out there and does a video. Shamma-bama, everybody throw in about $17,000. So the guy's fully funded now.
Oh, pretty cool. I have to bring this up real quick, and I'm going to fade back over to here. So if you want, I'm going to show the videos playing on in the background. I'll make sure to cue it up again for everybody to see. You can go to Joshua Bardwell's YouTube channel and check that video out. It's on the topic of the guy who got busted that we talked about months ago when the case first started, right? Remember that? I don't know how many episodes back we did this one. But this is more of an update and what's going on and the ramifications that are getting handed down. And it's the gist of it is, real quick, the skinny goes like this. Guy was taking his drone. He went out his backyard, and he started to fly it. He flew it back hills of what, Kentucky or something, or Louisiana? Or where? Louisiana, right? In Louisiana, but a lot of acreage, right?
Yeah.
And he flies it over a cop's part of land. Like he went over it, and he flew over it at about 350 feet. That's what they're claiming.
Yeah,
and we're going to go with that. So legal and high, way up there.
30 miles. He wasn't loitering.
He wasn't loitering. He was going about 30 miles an hour, and he kept doing it. So First time it happened, the cop that owns the property came over and said, hey, knock it off. Don't fly over my property. And the guy basically said, well, fuck, he didn't say fuck you, but he was like, whatever, the law states I can, and you don't own that space. So that's what's in jeopardy right now is the airspace from you, the homeowner, landowner, and how much up do you actually own? Do you really actually can control, right? That's basically the gist of it, isn't it? Because the guy was also flying over multiple times, so it wasn't just once. He did it again and did it again and did it again. The guy kept telling him to stop it. And so there is an argument there of you were poking the bear. You know, if you were asked to, hey, stop flying over my property, would you do it even though you are in your rights that you don't have to, you know, abide by that? Well, and I wanted to stage this question to everybody here at the Drone Hangar because I was thinking about it all week. What would I do? You know, I've flown over people's properties hundreds of times. You know, I've never had an issue with anybody other than park management and then had to address that issue not only in person but also down. We've talked about it to city council. And that's about it. I've never had this kind of instance where someone's like, hey, quit flying over my property. You know, quit flying over my property. What would I do? And what would you do, Rotor? You know, if someone came and said, hey, man, quit flying your wing over my land. This is my land you're flying over, and you say you're at 300 feet. What would you do if the ball was in your court?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a tough one for me because I usually don't fly that high or that far. And I
mean, it's just a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical.
I guess I would have to, you know, try to take, depending on his or whoever's posture, take a stance depending on their posture. Either you say, you know, it's a freedom of airspace and I have all the legal right to fly there, or you're going to, you know, say, you know, I'll try not to do it again and move on. But in the reality, it's an interesting question because if they do say that a person has the legal right to any kind of airspace over their home, they pretty much just monetarized or gave the air above your house a value.
Yeah.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah, but if they don't overturn this, they can use it.
They say your house is $200,000 and it comes with an acre of property and 300 feet of airspace. Guess what? That just changed how we look at the air above our homes. It's for sale.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Marty. What were you going to say? Because this was an interesting topic. I thought about it all week, and it was scratching my mind. What would I do? How would I act? How would I be? And I agree with Rotor.
The reason why he's getting help from a lot of
that comes to my mind.
The reason why he's getting like $5 and $10 and $20, he's gotten a few $100 here, but yeah, he's up there. I hadn't looked in a few days, and it might be $20,000 and $12,000. And he said the rest of it he's going to use to help other people out, but because it can affect us also because they'll use that case as a precedent.
Right,
in
that's
future place.
That's what this guy's doing. So the guy in the gray shirt right here is trying to be an advocate, right? He's trying to help out, and basically because he knows the importance of this one case could set precedents for everything, and it's super duper important that we're all paying attention to it for this. You know, a lot of us people have been around long time call it FPV, but drones in general. This is it right here. This is the big thing that sets precedents. I think it will in the way it's trending right now. What do you think, Marty?
Yeah, the
other states are going to look at this.
Local prosecutors didn't. None of them wanted to touch it. No prosecutors wanted to touch it.
This case is going to be the cornerstone. This case is going to be the cornerstone and the foundation of what we're going to see as far as regulation in our hobby.
I have to agree with you. What says you, Abba? What do you think? It's such a gray area, man. It's like and I really believe that this case is going to really set the tone for everything. Be the precedent. It's going to be it's going to be the case. I think that's where it's trending to go. And it's going to be interesting how it plays out.
Me personally, I think from 50 feet to 400 feet, big corporations have a bid on it. Verizon, AT&T, all that bullshit for 5G, and we as consumers and hobbyists are going to be shit out of luck, period. That's what I think.
Well, a lot of people don't like air map. They call it air.
Right there, I call Abba being a realist. It's a realistic situation. What's going on? When I also say, get your head out of the sand. I always say that. Don't mean ostrich. Get that shit out of the sand. Pay attention.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask for permission if it's not being used.
And then if you're in Marty's court, which he's played it by the rules since the beginning, since I've known you. You've gotten all one thing after another. So for you, it's more of a, all right, what more regulations do I need? What more hoops do I already need to jump through again? And what to get this Part 109 license or Part 115 or whatever it's going to be? Because I think that's what's going to come down the road. Part 107 is going to fade away because everybody's going to get it. They're going to change it and make it harder. I think it's where they're going to make it even. They're going to thin the herd. They're going to watch me.
They make it harder. It's a pilot's license as it is right now.
I know, but they're going to make it harder. I bet you they're going to make it harder. They're going to make some more requirements.
Yeah, a lot of people saying it's a piece of paper to keep learning.
Yeah, because you got to come back every 2 years to fucking get it re-upped. Yeah. Matter of fact, mine's up for re-up. What it says you, Belinda, we haven't heard much from you other than because just the audio issue. What do you think about this, the whole issue going on?
Nothing.
And then we're hanging in there. She's breathing. You're seeing she's still trying to get some. She's gonna breathe it out and she's gonna work it out. She's gonna get Harvey in there, and Harvey, because Harvey's been in the chat. Harvey's just all he's got to do is go in there and switch the audio, and everything will be happy. That's all we're gonna do. So we're gonna try one more time. Let's play this, Brian. And give it to you, give man. Yeah, can I hear you? You can hear me. Can we hear you? Say something.
Nothing.
Nothing. There you go, Ava. Yay. You're coming in a little bit. You changed your audio as well. Survey says, what do we say? No. Sorry. Fail. I think it's while they're figuring out their audios, I think it's just a very gray area. I don't know, if someone came up to me and was like, hey, stop flying over my property, I'd actually, Marty, you know me, and I actually had to sit there and think for a minute how my reaction was going to be, and I think it has to play along with the part.
I've seen how you react.
Yeah, I want to see, I might play like...
I'm a 107 dude back here
up
right now.
Rotor was right. You'd have to play based on the scenario, like how they were posturing, and dictate that way. Am I going to sit here and battle this out? Is this where I'm going to hang my cross right here and now? Is this going to be the battle? I pick and choose my battles. Some people think I don't, but I really do. And when I lose my shit, that's when I'm picking my battle. That's where I'm like, fuck off. Like, you have made me angry. You poked the bear. But I agree with you, Rotor. It's kind of like situational. If the guy was really confrontational, I'd have to sit there and be like, God damn it. Well, you know what? I don't really want to get into this. Cool, whatever. Yep, great. And then just, fine, I won't fly every shit, and then move on. And just fly somewhere else completely. Belinda's still there, waving. She is our resident mime for tonight. That's what she's going to be doing. She's going to be do you know how to do sign language? That way you can... Yeah, she does. She actually fucking does. I walked into that one. Say sign thank you. Or sign... It never ceases to make me. There we go. We learned something new about the gang member. She actually knows how to do sign language. So now, you can sign for all those who need it. But anyways, we're watching this. We're kind of guiding everybody to go to this Joshua Barbwell's channel and watch this video with this the guy who's really he's not a lawyer, right, Marty? He's not a lawyer. What is he exactly? What's his claim?
He just a guy that follows legal stuff, and he follows he's been in a few cases where he created a group and they funded themselves and they won a few court battles about drone use.
He's an advocate.
He goes for he's an advocate. He goes and finds the cases and brings them to the attorneys, and that's what he does.
Yep. He's an advocate, and that's great. That's another person doing the. Brian's chopping in and out.
Well, there was
getting there though.
I think there was one case they were talking about where the dude was actually arrested and put in jail, and his stuff was took from him.
And he wants it back.
And they helped this guy out.
And they got his stuff back, didn't they?
Yeah. So,
yep.
And we actually had a case here in Raleigh.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
Ashley Felton is a drone attorney here, and there was a guy. I think he had a Spark, and he went to the fair. At the fairgrounds, and when he was leaving, he got up to the parking lot and he just lifted up to get a big wide shot, and the coppers came and told him to land and took his drone, and they tried to settle out of court, and he wanted his drone back. They were going to give him his drone back, so they went to court and they won. She and the drone pilot won.
That's good, man. I mean, it's definitely the court costs outweighed the cost of the fucking drone.
It's like but
they were fighting the system. They were basically they were trying to put something in writing in the books about a judgment.
We have a precedence here in North Carolina now.
Right, making a precedence of how the ruling was coming out on the back end, and that's very important. I mean, that people would say, well, I'm not going to go to court for to get my $300 spark back, when I'm spending $3,000 in lawyer fees, if not more, for this case. But it's because I think they understood the importance of the case, and that's commendable. Again, athletes, people are actually doing shit, not just running around being idiots. So I think that's really cool. We've got to make sure we stay on top of these things that are very paramount for our industry, and will definitely come down and have an absolute impact on our lives personally. So whether you do this for a living, whether you do this for fun or therapy or whatever you do it for, this court case right now is huge, and make sure you're paying attention to it. So go over to Barbwell's channel, make sure you watch this interview. It's really good. It's very informative. It's completely informative. And that when you watch the entire thing,
it's one of the better interviews.
Yeah, I really liked it. I watched the whole thing. I don't always just watch Barbwell's stuff from beginning to end, but I did on this one. It was really informative. And when I came out the other end, I was really a little perplexed. Like, what would I say? What would I do? And damn, this is a gray area. Fuck, man. Like, now we're going to be talking about, like Rotor said, it could be, airspace going up for grabs for money. And then, like Abba's saying, I agree as well, is, these 5G, AT&T and Verizon and all these people are already getting all that. Amazon getting all this airspace for a reason. And, I see the writing on the wall, too. We're going to start seeing what the true outcome is going to be for the future of drones out of this case. Like, what is it really going to be? What is it going to look like? I don't really see a good picture. Does anybody else? Not to be doom and gloom, but, I mean, really, it just seems like there's going to be a lot more shit we're going to have to do if you want to fly.
I see the big picture right now. We're going to have to hang out.
A lot of segregated airspace. You're going to wind up with a lot of fucking red tape and a lot of fucking bureaucratic bullshit. Yeah. And really, depending on who gets elected, I hate to bring it back to that, but it could be really fucking deep.
Yeah, it could get really...
it's going to go two ways. It's going to go the way, like air is AMA, field stuff.
Yep.
That's really what they want you to do, period.
I know.
With the RFID, they just want you at AMA field, whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Right? And then you got the other guys, right? You got the guys that are going to be building diving. You got the guys that's going to be in the parking decks flying and stuff.
Who would do that?
I have no idea.
I have no
fucking clue. 2.5, 3-inch quads and small stuff like that, so they can't fuck with you. And
for now. Because what I see is everything that we keep doing, the industry keeps bending and conforming to it, and they're succeeding. Like they're becoming innovative in a way. I'm still giving some innovation here. But eventually, it's going to be what are you sub 250s are going to get outlawed in some way, some form. There's going to be some stupid nonsense, and then next thing you're going to see, most likely, is all the airspace being dominated by somebody who has the most money, doing their shit they wanted to do with drones from the get-go. That's pretty much what I see the writing on the wall. Because it's getting nonsense. Like, you got a bunch of Karens running around bitching at people flying drones. I mean, you got it's just idiotic. But whatever.
How many $1 billion did Jeff Bezos make 2 days ago?
Yeah, exactly.
In one day.
One day. One day. Oh
one
my
day.
God, this is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, is he selling off his stocks?
No. Brian, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
All right, cool. Let me get your perspective. Now you sound great. What? Let me get your perspective and take on this. What do you think?
I think it's a crock of shit.
Well, hold on there, Sunshine, your drunken ass. Well, I wasn't even ready for that one either, so hold on. Let me tell you this. If you haven't done so, here at the Drone Hangar, we would really like you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there below.
Subscribe. You're slow.
I had to do it. So if you haven't done so, be sure to hit the subscribe button. There you go. As Abba's saying, every time I say subscribe, he does that. That's
Caught
his
me off guard. God damn it.
Yeah, well, I said subscribe again twice, and you still haven't done it 2 more times. There you go. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down at the bottom, because like I said before, we like to have a lot of fun here. Sometimes get a little heated, but that's just the way it is. We're being real, but we have a lot of fun along the way. So if you haven't done so, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We would all love that. It keeps us going. So make sure you do. And the Zoom. There you go. Yay, Abba. We finally got it through. I gave you so many chances. It's all right.
He's asleep.
So now that we got Brian's audio in, and we'll see if we can get Linda right after this commercial, because we're going to get Brian's perspective. So, Brian, if you were flying, you own a lot of acreage. You and your family own a tremendous amount of acreage. Hundreds of acres. How many?
97.
97. So almost 100. Acreage. So if you were to fly on an adjacent property and that landowner came over to you and was saying, hey, stop flying over my property, but you have the legal right to do so, and we're going to use the same analogy or the same situation, 350 feet, flying a wing or whatever that's making enough noise to grab their attention, obviously, because that's what happened, what would you do when they came to you? And say, hey, stop flying over my property.
I'd be nice and everything to start with, but I would keep flying in my area.
All right, so would you refrain from flying over their airspace? Quote?
I would.
Even though it's not their airspace?
I would try.
Okay.
I mean,
so you're just doing it as a courtesy. Right, okay. Would you...
A certain level of diplomacy would be enforced.
Absolutely. Would you inform them? Would you feel inclined to inform them and give them the law or what it is, currently?
What if he had a jackass sheriff's deputy like the other dude did?
Well, I know. I mean, I get that. That's that's another angle there.
Who's already learned that hey, they can put people in jail for that stuff.
Right. That the sheriff should know the law, and should therefore know the law. And the law is you don't own the airspace over your property. You don't own that, right?
Yeah, but they wouldn't let.
There's no buts. Yeah. Coconuts. No. Either is or it is not. Either it is the law or it is not the law. Is the law state that your airspace above your house is yours or not? Is it or is it not? I'm asking everybody here. Does everybody know that? Is your airspace
up to a certain height?
Up to a certain height. Abba, do you know the law?
Well, there's an 83-foot rule with the causey and the chicken.
Okay, well, explain yourself with your southern stuff.
The chicken. I already told you the chicken story.
Tell it again, though.
All right, here's the chicken story. So,
settle in.
Settle in. I think Ryan. I think Ryan was telling it was bombers. I thought it was.
Is this the World War II? And
yeah, it's World War II, 1946. Yeah.
Yep. This is post-war, and they were flying
training
training
missions. Chickens and eggs, and the U.S. Army comes in and builds an air base.
Right.
And
that's actually they talk about in the Barwell's video.
Flying all night and in the mornings and in the crazy hours, and his chickens are dying and not laying eggs, and
so he's losing money.
He's like, "Hey man, my chickens, I gotta have my chickens, producing," and so he's losing money. So they went. He sued Causey against the U.S. He sued the U.S. and it pretty much created the FAA, which is called something else.
Back then it was originally called something else, but now it's the FAA.
And they came up with some 83-foot rule, right?
Okay.
And that's kind of changed now because people try to bring that up, but it basically they said, look, the FAA, Congress mandates the FAA to regulate the airspace, keep it safe, and the FAA really ain't bad if you can prove to them that you're keeping it safe,
Okay, so. Goes back to my original question. If there is no law that states that you own the airspace, right? Then then the sheriff should know the law, right? The sheriff should know the law, right? You are law enforcement, right? Correct, Broder? Am I wrong?
Yeah, but
am I wrong to think that way?
Yeah.
So you should know the law, and the law states that you then therefore do not own that airspace.
Good old boy network.
All right, I understand. That's that leads into the current climate situation.
Just to be safe, there's a shit ton of laws that some cops do not know. Not trying to.
No. That's totally a fair argument. Yeah. That's totally a fair argument.
It is.
Are you a walking, breathing lawyer and can recite all law? Fuck no.
Right.
No. And I can't say whether they have.
You're also subject to an officer's interpretation of said law at the said time.
Yeah, that's true.
You can said sue for said dipshit.
That's why I encourage Here,
Say it again, Rotor.
yeah, that's why I tell people: if you got a leg to stand on, lawyer up. You know,
Yeah. If you feel like it's worth, again,
you can't go, police.
where do you draw this? This is a very touchy subject because of the nature of what it is. Because we are literally, let's define what is your airspace. Then you as the property owner. And yeah, I think there's a lot of things that can be played out in this scenario. It's a cop, a sheriff, deputy sheriff, who should know the law. I mean, if you are enforcing the law, you should know the law. I mean, this isn't some obscure law, I wouldn't think. But then again, we're a little bit more attuned to the drone world, so to us, it's more regular, and we're a little more understanding of the laws. If you don't have, control of that airspace, it's not yours, and I can fly there. Period. Aircraft do it all the time. Everybody, birds, people, PPGs, all this other shit does. Fly over people's property constantly. And why is it an issue with a drone doing it? Other than you either don't like the drone or you don't know the law, one or the other. That's kind of the way I see it. So it's either you don't like the drones and you're just being an asshole, or you truly don't know the ordinance or law that states that you can do that, if that's what the case in the law states.
I think aircraft prejudiced.
I agree 100%. It's like
it's kind of I agree with you.
If you're in a rural area and you go outside and you see 16 balloons, you're like, oh damn, look at all the balloons, that's fucking cool. But if you see a phantom, you're like, they're trying to see my daughters.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I had an instance.
It's bullshit.
Now, way back in the early days, 2011, 12, somewhere around there, I built a drone and I had it all set up, and I flew it outside out my garage, because that's where I have my shit set up. And I flew it. I was practicing FPV. And I was just learning everything. And I flew it right next door. And I live in a neighborhood with, houses are really kind of tight together. You look quarter acre lots.
Did that.
And I flew over to my neighbors. I mean, if Brian knows, he's worked at my house. There really isn't a front yard. We kind of share it on a corner. We did. I don't live there anymore. It was like a pie. They had part and I had part. It wasn't clearly defined by anything. And so I just flew over there. There was enough room for me to turn around and come back. And I went high enough where I was at the window level of their house, right? Meaning height-wise. And I had to rotate around and come back. And this is when I was just learning how to fly. Like, I didn't know how to fly shit. And nothing. Like, I'm serious. There's a galley. The galley's right back there. And lo and behold, I go and I land, and I'm all nervous. So, like, just flying around there. My neighbor comes over, crotchety old fuck, and he comes over and he decides to have one out with me. Like, he's chewing me out, and I'm like, fuck, well, we were cool until just now. Now you get me. When me don't like that. So I started fucking chewing his ass. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker, and yada, yada, yada. Well, he goes and calls the cops. And so the cops show up. Cops come in. Great guy. He shows up. And he's like, oh, they're thinking you're peeping in the window. I'm like, I can't see shit, officer. Here, let me show you. And I pulled it over there. And this is the first time I ever had a law enforcement encounter with drones. And I'm like, it was positive. The guy walked up. He was very cool. African-American guy. Very nice. I was nice to him. Yes, that happens. And he comes down, and we were all cool. And he was, like, doing his job and saying, hey, I got a complaint, and you think you're, like, peeping Tom. I'm like, no, man, I'm just learning how to fly. And here, let me show you what I actually see. And he was like, you can see out of that? I was like, no one knew what drones were then, quads even. And I put on the goggles. I had original. No, actually, I had the camera. I had a screen. The screen's still back there, 5-inch or whatever it is. And I showed him, and I turned it on. He's like, that's the coolest shit ever. I'm like, can you see how grainy this is? Even if I wanted to look in that window, I couldn't see shit anyways. I'm like, look at it. It's horrible. I'm like, I can barely see what I'm seeing right now, like where I'm trying to fly. He goes, I get it. No worries. Blah, 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 blah. And he walked away, and that was the end of it. So, that guy was cool with it. But he didn't know anything about it, and I represented it in a nice way to him, and he seemed to be more inclined to be okay with it.
Yeah, I had somebody pull a pistol on me.
Yeah, damn. See, fucking. We're taking a big turn all the way to the other end.
Yes.
Shit. I haven't had that. I have had encounters with people, like, arguing, and one guy threatened me, and so I landed my wing, and I was like, let's go, son. And then he shut the hell up. So that was about it. And
yay!
I can hear you now, Belinda.
Yeah, we can hear.
Yay! There we go. We got Belinda on here finally. So, Belinda, before I go to commercial, because Belinda's going to have the last say. Did you catch all that we were talking about, or did you not? Okay. Yes. What do you think about it? If the scenario was you, the pilot, and you did it, and you were flying over, and how would you handle that when you met the person who came over and said, stop flying over my property, yet you have the law on your side that says, I can't? what would you do?
Move on.
You'd move on?
Yeah.
I just go find me another place to fly or get off of this.
Give him the hand. Give him
And see,
the.
so now there's two sides to the argument.
Give him sign language. You
Some
don't- you can't
people
hear him.
on Bardwell's side, or you know, there is definitely two sides to this scenario. Some people are saying you shouldn't have done it to begin with. You shouldn't be flying over their property, and he came over and said stop it. You kept poking the bear. That's one side.
I'm
of the
not
argument.
gonna poke the bear.
Other side says, hey, this is my rights and my laws, and this is what I'm allowed to do, and fuck off, and you're trying to infringe on my rights. And that's what I think the other side is. So you see what I'm saying? Some people are arguing that he shouldn't have done it to begin with. Like when they were asked to do it, you should just have obliged and stopped doing it and not kept doing it, because that's what this person did. Right, Marty? Per the interview? Yep. Kept doing it over and over and again, saying fuck you. Some people would argue saying fuck you. One person would probably argue saying I'm doing what is legally right and I'm allowed to do that. Whether you don't like it or not, it doesn't matter. The law states. So Linda says she would just move along. You wouldn't argue, or would you try to educate him? Let him know.
Tell the cop
I'm going to stop, but just let you know.
Tell the cop
Here's
you
the law.
suck. You suck as a cop.
Yeah.
You need to get in your. You need to get in there.
I don't fear law enforcement. They're just another human being with wearing a uniform and carrying a badge. Now, I have respect for the uniform and badge because they are considered law enforcement. So if I were, and we've had, Marty, you know, we have had a ton of cops come over and see our group. Yeah, we educate them as much as they try to educate us.
You know, they really do.
We have a good rapport with our, or we did.
And he should know the laws as well. So.
Correct.
Yeah.
You should know your laws, and then they should know the laws too. If you're going to enforce the laws, you should know the laws. And if the police don't seem to know the laws, and they don't, I agree with Abba, they're not going to know everything.
Well, they do. A lot of them do now.
Yeah, they might have to.
Well,
they might need
drones.
to. I mean, if you're going to enforce something, you
First
probably should know
responders are
it.
using a lot of drones now. It's just that little hick town didn't own no drones. So I guarantee you in 3 to 5 years, they're going to buy a drone and they're going to figure.
Next thing you know, the cop's going to end up having a drone and an Inspire 2 flying around.
Yeah,
but his will be okay, and he'll be able to
never admit
fly
we're
anywhere he
wrong.
wants. Yeah, well, anywho, that was Marty's long drones and news, but it was a good one. It was a good one. We're going to give an applause on it.
There once again fast and then flying over it again and again and again.
Oh, wait, hold on. Belinda wants to add to that. Say it again, Belinda. I'm sorry. Say it again, Belinda. Does she hear us?
She's sipping on some scissors.
All right, it's better time now, Danny. Let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break. When we come back, we're going to check out some videos we talked about at the beginning of the show. So we'll see you all in 5 minutes. BYOBB. See you in a bit.
I was just saying, don't.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field, a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you could tell? Did they get you to trade? Your heroes for gold.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Drone Hangar. I'm your host, Silverville. I said that kind of quick, didn't I? Well, this is just the way we do things here. I'm Shelby Vole. Over there's One Man Party Marty.
What's up?
What's up? And we're going to move on. Next part, talking about some videos from the gang. That's who I got this week. That's what we're going to do. Back to the gang. There's Rotor up there. Looking. Brian's MIA or AFK or whatever the hell we call it these days. There's Belinda and there's Abba, and Marty's right there.
Yo.
So, all's good and all's well. So, Abba, when we were talking earlier in the show, we were talking about you chasing the jet. Is that correct?
Jet chasing.
Jet chasing. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull that video up. We're just going to move right along and let's get into it. Let me see if I can transition over real quick. And here it is, and there we go, and this is Abba. Let's go ahead and check him out. Make sure we have music down here. You have music on this?
No, it's just audio from motors.
Audio from motors, just
yeah.
Which
so
Shelby loves. Loves it. Yep, you got it this time.
You can say whatever you want. You choose. I'll look fun.
So this is Abba chasing.
Are you playing it now?
Yep.
Because I can't see it.
14 seconds in.
Just letting you know, so me and this guy were pretty much like no bullshit 6 feet away from each other.
Nice.
Not because of COVID, but whatever. And they're straight up like calling, like they're in a cockpit in a war battle of an airplane. He's calling like, final base this,
Oh, he's like piloting.
Yeah, he's like piloting.
Oh, there it is.
I have a spotter since it's an AMA field, so we're basically talking to each other legit the whole time. And you'll see a couple times where, he'll go up to do a loop, and I just kind of go past him, and we were in communication the whole time. There was so the first couple of laps you see, like as soon as I take off, I can't find him for a second, and then I find him, and then we do the loop, and then I go past him, and then I had to actually lap him.
What are you flying, by the way?
A Demon, right-wing Demon.
Nice.
It's got an in-runner. It's on 8S with a 6x6 prop. It goes like 180.
God damn,
actually,
man.
probably 178. But
probably likes 170.
Yeah. So
he's not specific or anything.
Well, I mean, when you know, kind of thing. But so yeah, it was just a pleasure to fly with this dude. I mean, he's line of sight, obviously, but just being able to chase him.
Bromance. Sounds like they had quite the bromance today.
We did, man. We had a LOS FPV bromance.
Had bromance. Let me play that one. That's the love song. Is this one? Play a little.
Do the love song. Do the love song.
Or do you want this? Today, Abba found himself.
Flying,
right? Says Belinda. Hit him bromance.
Found himself a rotor.
He found himself an FOG.
To his yank.
Listen, Abba's trying to play his own ribbon. Well, we're going to play it for you. I found me a guy who made himself a turbine jet.
When he pulled up on those elevators, I said, "Oh man, that was a good pull."
We're gonna keep it going. Yeah.
Shit! So when he pulled those G's, I was like, "Damn, G."
I'm getting moist.
You got the chubby mind.
Do you feel what I'm feeling on this flight line, my brother?
Welcome to Chub.
That turbine has got me flying oh so crazy for you. Can I see the rear tail section of your airframe, sir?
With that tail for me a little bit there, Poppy.
Oh my God.
Do you smell that man musk? It's called turbine fuel exhaust.
I want to snuggle you afterburner.
Marty, I want to snuggle with your. I want to snuggle in your afterburner.
But yeah, so the flight was pretty cool, and there was a bunch of fogs, like 70, 80-year-olds that are, part of the crew that are there.
Those are the FOGs. I mean, we knock on them, but they were the generation before us. They kind of paved the way.
Much respect.
Yeah.
all of them have been super, super cool to me, and they're all inquisitive about what I'm flying. And I told them I'll bring
What the Sam hell is that contraption you're flying there, son?
That damn thing is
It's a nice aircraft you got there, sonny.
Is that FPV?
Is that first person FPV? But instead, you had one of those days. You were like, sir, I didn't know I like the mold. God damn. Can you be my sugar daddy? You can afford $20,000 aircraft. Maybe we can go down to the IHOP for some pancakes and bacon. IHOP early special. So this is cool. I actually, you said you got pretty close, so you're getting close right now up on this thing. Did you catch any like motor wash? I would imagine.
And the reason why I didn't want to get too close, other than it's $15,000, is the fact that there's so much heat coming off of that thing.
Yeah.
Any part of that. Shit.
Make sure
you'd walk away fine. You'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. Meaning like, it's okay, I lost that. I lost it, but...
I've seen what a gun can do to a foam wing. Never mind the exhaust of a jet.
Yeah,
I chose to be respectful and steer the hell clear of that shit.
You got acreage for days of flying, dude. You could like fly down that canal forever.
Yeah, but promise you go down. It's all swamp. It's all swamp. You have a fucking
you can't get to it. You can't
have a fucking
any of that shit.
Yeah, you go down out there, your alligator's eating it, right? Is that what you're saying, Rotor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My fucking feed machine sat in a fucking pond for 3 hours because of that fucking alligators.
Well, let's give it an applause for Abba getting to fly do a little formation flying with a turbine jet. That's pretty cool, man. All right, so we got on next. Would be Belinda's. Belinda sent us one, and I got to find that. She put it in Skype. Anybody? Let me see if I can pull it up out of this.
15 pounds of thrust.
Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Oh, we got to give myself the old timer so I can get things going right.
Oh, mine's nothing compared to that. No.
Shit, I love your stuff, Belinda. Don't.
Huh?
Hey, where's her page? I can't find it.
I love your shit, Belinda. Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I can't find it. Well, hot damn. Anybody want to help me on this one? That'd be great.
Or Ruse.
Well, we're gonna go over here like this. Oh, Ruse got one too. I wanted to show that one. That's going too. But I still have the timer going because I'm trying to, sit here and get this shit figured out. Bear with me as I go ahead and figure it out.
I sent it to you.
I know you did, but I have to change the screen in order to do it.
Well,
Just put it in the chat, and I can't get to the chat. See, that's what you did. You threw me a curveball. You need it in the chat on Facebook, the messenger on Facebook. If you send it to there, then I will be able to see it. We're going to wait for that. And while we're doing that,
countdown. I hear it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I'm going to pull up this one right here and see if I can get him. All right, so we're going to get this
They ain't letting me do it, so.
Okay. Here is... All right. Go ahead and switch over to here to this.
It's on Skype.
Go over on this. There we go. And then I'm going to go over here to this. All right, we're going to go back here. We're going to show on Rue. No, don't do it on Skype because we're in a Skype call and I can't get to it. You got to send it to us on Facebook Messenger, our normal chat group there. All right, while you're doing there, Michael Scott Rue's latest video. We'll watch this.
What is that?
So he is flying the FPV system on the 50 megabits per second firmware update. So this is the footage. So he went to the beach this weekend. He is, well, I'll just tell you where he is. But anyways, he's at the beach on the East Coast. And this is his first time flying over the ocean. So he's never done this before.
This guy just started like editing, 4 months ago?
Yeah, yep.
The song is great.
That's awesome.
The cuts are good. I mean, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. He was texting me and sending me, oh, God, I was so nervous. And I was like, yep, but you did it. And no, it just gets better from here. And he's got it. Great time of day he shot. Look at the backdrop, the sun rising. And he's going through the pier.
Showed a little clip of him on the pier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, great.
Beach runs are really cool. They're really tranquil. And Belinda loves the beach.
Most
So
people,
I know
go
she's liking this one.
over and around. He went right through the pylons, man, right off the bat.
I like how he follows the wave. It's just kind of it lends itself to that when you're flying the beach. You want to follow the wave, the edge. Just ride the ridge all the way down.
I want to see him go in the very end of through the pylons from the very end of the bridge.
Oh, all the way straight down?
Straight
out?
to the beach.
Straight to the beach, yeah. Or the other way, all the way straight out.
And have just the crest of the wave.
Look at him, he's getting out there,
lower
too.
1/3. Awesome.
He's getting out there. Little does he know, he could have kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. He's got nothing to fuck with him. So there he is on the East Coast. I didn't know he was going to the beach. He got up early to get this shot, man. He must have got out in like 6-something.
You have to get early on the beach.
Still lights on the pier. It's a good one. I like this one. It's nice and smooth. Nice and chill. You saw this one, Belinda, right? Belinda? Ground control to
I loved it.
Belinda. She did like it. I figured. She loves, we know Belinda here. She loves the beach. That is cool right there, man. That sky. That's really cool. Marty, can you see this?
Yes, it
I
was
saw
awesome.
it earlier.
I watched it. I watched it.
Oh yeah, what is he going around with? What the hell's in there? I like how he puts. Who's doing the seagulls? Or was that in the video?
That's in the video. I wish
Of course,
I
it's the
could take
Pelican.
credit for that.
I thought it was you for a minute there, Abba. You or
I've been
Brian.
trying to get that shit to work.
You or Brian. I have to give it to him. You know, first time over the ocean, he's all over the ocean.
Love the song.
And he needs some love. We've already subscribed to him. He needs to get some more subscribers. He only got 150. He's a good pilot.
Oh, I know he could do it where he would go through the
Yeah.
pylons. Not perpendicular, but like straight down. From the very end.
Yes,
Okay,
he's got to get the flippy floppy in at the end.
That's commitment. That's that commitment. You got boy, you fucked that one up. That thing's
Yeah,
going.
I can tell you from experience as well that Rotor and I've raced over that shit. That was
Yeah,
it
man.
was nonsense, man. But that was good stuff from our good buddy and my flying partner and friend Michael Scott. Ooh. Oh yeah, Belinda, you're up next. Let's see if you sent it to me. You sent it to me. You got it. You did it. All right. So next one up is Belinda's. We're gonna go ahead and choose on over here, and we're gonna watch what she's up to. Belinda's, give us a little feedback. You already got some views on it. You posted on July 18th. Bella, Mrs. Bandito FPV, and she's got 527. Look at her subscribers grow. That's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and get a thumbs right here from us. I don't think I gave a thumbs to
Thumbs
Rue.
up.
We need to give thumbs up. We got Miss Bandito. What are you flying?
My Defiant.
Which size? Which one?
Defiant 42.
42. It's a good frame. I like that frame. It flies very well.
It's a good flyer.
Yeah, it is.
Until I get my hardcore 44 up, it's
Your go-to?
I like this song. How many did you have to listen to? Or was this one you went straight to for this video?
my 42.
No, he's asking you. He's asking you your song choice. Did you pick this right away? Did you know what you were going to use for your video, or did you have to peruse the internet and find a song, which inevitably is what I have to do?
I have my beach songs and my relax songs.
All right, so you already have a library going.
Nice.
That's the way. That's the way to do it. Have your library go. Build your library, and then pull from that.
Yep.
I just threw my back a
Well,
little bit.
I have some in my non-copyright.
Say it again.
Yes.
What did you say? We're getting intermittent audio with Mrs. Bandito. We're watching her show video right now, and get you some of that in the hashtag. You like that?
I'm getting double voices, so.
You getting double voices? Now, where is this? Is this the same spot you normally fly? Because you're getting low on the water here.
I'm gonna go low. Whee!
Yeah, you're going low on the water.
I love it.
It never ceases to amaze me at like how much Texas is just wide open.
See?
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
wide open.
Big sky country.
Yeah, man. Like, jeez. Like,
We have that.
shit. That's Colorado without the mountains,
We
pretty
have
much.
2 spots, the airfield, and then this one. We haven't been flying at this one too much.
Oh, you got some proximity you can get on there. You got some trees down there low. Yeah, I'd be skimming that water. I'd be tempting fate with the water for sure.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I'm going to give a applause to Mrs. Bandito and posting another video. And watching her progress has been really cool over the past, I don't know how long it's been, what, year and a half? Something like that? Is that how long it's been, Belinda? How long has it been?
Yeah. It went across. Did y'all see the birds that went in front of me?
No, negative. Well, let's go back and check that. Where was that at? Did anybody else see that?
Thank you.
I did.
I didn't see birds. Where'd you see it? Marty, you saw it?
Yeah, speaking of birds.
Yeah.
Speaking of birds.
Marty, where'd you see the birds fly across?
I don't remember exactly. I saw them, though.
I didn't see it. Abba, I feel like someone's playing bullshit with me. Where were they? Where was it? The beginning?
Right in front of me.
I got some no shit bird
They
story.
were in there.
I got a no shit bird story.
Let me see if I can find it. Right in the beginning? I didn't see birds.
It's in there.
Well, we're watching it. What are you going to say, Marty?
I got a bird story. It happened to me today. At one of the jobs.
What happened?
So I'm doing this construction progression. They're really done on this office complex, and I've been shooting it for like 2 years. I roll up in there, nobody's in the buildings yet. It almost finished, building them, and there are 5. The little metal storage trailers or whatever they drop off. There's 5 turkey buzzards.
Okay.
Sitting on top of the porta-johns next to it, and a couple of them are on the ground, and some birds. And I'm like, man, these guys can't be bothering me when I take off. So I'm gonna take the car and I'm gonna chase these suckers around, right?
Okay.
They wouldn't go nowhere. It's like
they're bold.
They're gonna go right there. The birds. Watch. There
I'm
they
watching.
go. Right there. Did you see them?
I saw it.
I didn't see him.
They missed it again.
I didn't see it.
It's all right.
I'm not wearing my glasses, so I mean it's not gonna help much. But we're gonna give applause nonetheless for Belinda's video. If you want to go check it out, please go do so. Remember YouTube channel. It's Bella, Mrs. Bandito, FPV. There you go. Awesome stuff. Yeah, turkey vultures are Marty.
Yeah, so
they're finicky little bastards.
There's
to say the
nobody
least.
in this huge parking lot but these 5 turkey buzzards, and 3 of them are on top of the porta-johns, and 2 of them are on the ground sniffing around some trash, right? So I kind of want to drive through 2 of them.
Thank you.
Well, instead of taking off and flying, he starts running, and I'm chasing the 2 of them.
Did you record it?
No, I thought about recording it. But I was
damn it!
all
these Paul Bunyan stories.
I didn't want to record it because they would be take off and fly away, right?
Anybody that has Southern draw and talks to these Paul Bunyan stories. That's what they are. They're Paul Bunyan stories. Nothing but failure. It's never happened. Horse shit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think one was a juvenile or something was wrong with his leg.
Why's he got to be a juvenile?
He kept falling over while he was running.
He could be drunk.
he could jump up on the top of the
They're weird, goofy.
But I went around
things.
5 porta-johns 3 times chasing this one turkey buzzard that just would not leave like the rest of them did.
And you're flying your Mavic? Is that what you're flying?
No, I'm the car.
You were with the car?
I'm chasing with the car.
Oh, you're literally this. This song was appropriate for you.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
what you needed. They just someone should have recorded it with a GoPro, and then we could just play it and fast forward, and there you go. And Brian, way to come in towards the end, because that's where we're at. We're starting to hit the end of the show, and you know what that means. We're just gonna have to do one of these because it's about that time when I play this. Favorite song from when I was a kid, or show, right? Yeah, show. Anyways, it's that time. We're gonna start wrapping things up. We had a great time tonight. I had a great time.
Yeah,
it was a good show. Belinda, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Nope. Belinda's gonna say no to that. She didn't have the time. Abba? It's not even there. Oh, my God. This is hilarious. Brian, now that you came back in, did you have a good time tonight? Yeah, that's par for the course.
They're waiting for their participation.
I had a wonderful time.
Would have had a good time? What about, let's see, Brian, one more time for you? Nope, Brian's not working. Rotor Ranch, did you have a good time?
Oh, always. It's my second home.
There you go. That's what we like to hear. And the Rotor had a good time. Marty, what about you?
Oh, yeah, I missed everybody the last couple of weeks. It's good to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see everybody again.
Had a great time.
Yeah, well, remember, as always, like we say here, remember, go get you some. And don't forget, hashtag air therapy, hashtag GSOT. And be good to each other. All right, go out there. Get you some. All right, we love you. Go get some flying. Post your videos. Till next time, we love you.